sports. It's in the game.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Snowhawks, towering tight end. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Snowhawks and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the
Madden
afternoon
football
than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're off from San Antonio. Fielded at the 7. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a throw here. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
He completes it in traffic. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He puts everything behind this one. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete. And now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. He's got Watson. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give him a first down. Back to throw now. Cut near the goal line. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Has them the touchdown. The Snowhawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Cardi with the extra point. And the Snowhawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Pass play on first and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Hits his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. They connect for the first. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Buckle up. It's third and goal. He's going to throw this one. And this one is dropped and incomplete. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. This from 30 yards out. Sly's kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10 now. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it 3rd and 10. Pass play now. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 44 yards on his 1st kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw it again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it! And this is down all the way to the 3. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. He'll throw it yet again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Sly's kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as we work our way through November, you see here, he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That one's complete to London. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. From the 39. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Finds Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And that one is good. But no problem at all. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Oh, he put everything. That's complete inside the 35. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Cardi now for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we are through 2 quarters, and it's the Snowhawks on top in San Antonio. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Brock Purdy, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we'll jet east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at the Link. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Snowhawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to the air here. This one's caught. He has the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down, and number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Snowhawks can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Snowhawks grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 3. Joshua Carty to kickoff.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Walker on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This throw is caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. Escapes out to the left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Another carry for him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that, that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. Completes this one to Kraft. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. On the move, headed right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Throwing now from the gun. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. This one taken in by Kraft. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. They're throwing it. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Second and 3. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Here he is on 3rd and long. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one.